Since the death of the legendary Steve Jobs on October 5th, 2011, everyone in the world started wondering who will be the next Steve Jobs. After a poll conducted on the Quora platform, around 3,800 people voted that Elon Musk is not the next Steve Jobs. In fact, he is far beyond and better than Steve Jobs ever was. If we look at the level of achievements or the number of revolutionary companies founded by Elon Musk, it seems acceptable that the amount of success he is gaining is far better than Steve Jobs today. However, if Steve Jobs were alive today, Elon Musk might not be sitting on the most comfortable seat created only for the richest man on Earth. Not to forget, Elon Musk in an interview himself admitted, "I think Steve Jobs is way cooler than I am." So, does the money decide who is better than each other? Or other factors should also be kept in mind before we arrive at the sweet conclusion. Don't forget to watch till the end of the video because we'll be analyzing everything about both these revolutionary leaders to find out who is better. Timing. When the world needs a technology that has never been created, it becomes the responsibility of the inventor of that era to develop that technology to save the world. This statement perfectly applies to Steve Jobs, a genius and a perfect individual who knew what the world was looking for when he launched the first iPhone in 2005. As Nokia phones were dominating the market, he discovered that people need more than just a phone, so he incorporated a smartphone with a touchscreen and much more. So no matter what product you want to launch, Steve Jobs' power of timing for launching a product was capable enough to automatically spark into a massive success. Whereas Elon Musk is considered an investor or an engineer who continuously strives to take people into a whole other world and knows how to convince them by doing great marketing. So instead of providing a better product like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk is in the habit of creating a revolutionary industry that blows everyone's mind. I mean, literally. For example, Tesla electric cars, reusable SpaceX rockets, Neuralink, Tesla bot, and much more. Perfection. We're all aware that iPhones are the most expensive phones in the world. Instead of paying $1,100 for an iPhone 13, you could purchase groceries for around 4 to 5 months. However, despite its expensive nature, Apple managed to sell around 40 million units of iPhone 13 during the holiday season of 2021. The actual reason behind this is not because people are looking for opportunities to make others jealous with their iPhone, although at some point it is. However, it is the design and standards set by Steve Jobs to ensure every product created by Apple should be perfect in every sense. For example, the final assembling of the iPhone is done by a company in Taiwan. The ceramic capacitors for ensuring the phone does not get too hot comes from Japan. Flash memory to store your precious data comes from Samsung, and much more. Surprisingly, the Apple company is still following all these supply chain factors created by Steve Jobs to create the best smartphone in the world for you. Whereas if you compare Steve Jobs' perfectionist nature with Elon Musk, it's hard to accept because of his focus on creating products for middle-class individuals. Although the products created under Musk's guidance are strong enough to meet all the requirements of the customers, however, with the number of complaints received by customers concerning Tesla cars and its solar roof project, it seems he still has a long way to stand face-to-face with Steve Jobs in the ring. Loyal team and loyal fans. With a gigantic amount of loyal followers spread around the world even after the death of Steve Jobs, it seems extremely impressive to notice the level of trust that still remains in the hearts of every Apple fan. Whereas Elon Musk also managed to grab an enormous level of fans around the world who, despite facing some issues in Musk's products, still love to believe in his vision by investing more in the shares of his companies. Innovation. It is astonishing to notice that Apple has been a lot slower than Elon Musk when it comes to innovation. For example, launching iMac in 1998, then launching iPod in 2001, the first iPhone in 2005, and the iPad in 2010. Although they are revolutionary products, however, a gap of 5 years in launching products creates much competition and loss of opportunities he could have exploited. Whereas Elon Musk is in the habit of innovating revolutionary products much faster. For example, launching PayPal in 1999, SpaceX in 2002, Tesla in 2003, Hyperloop in 2013, OpenAI in 2015, Neuralink and The Boring Company in 2016. These are not just products of one company. These are gigantic, revolutionary, and hard-to-ignore companies that are already on their way to breaking records. Moreover, the credit for it goes to Musk and his incredible team that loves pushing themselves beyond their normal thought process to achieve impossible results. Other comparisons between the two includes college. As most billionaires love dropping out of college to create an astonishing career, Steve Jobs and Elon Musk are also no exception. More specifically, Mr. Musk dropped out of Stanford graduate school, whereas Jobs dropped out of Reed College after feeling exhausted for attending it for 6 months straight. Although Elon seems to be more experienced than Jobs in dropping out of college because before Stanford he also spent 2 years at Queen's University in Ontario and then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania to grab his degrees in physics and business. Age. Considering the age at which they both started their career, Steve Jobs landed his first job as a game designer with Atari at 13, and Mr. Musk founded Zip2 Corporation at the age of 16. So Jobs seems to be leading in this area. Number of companies. If we talk about the number of companies established by them, then Steve Jobs created 2 companies. Next, and of course, we all know, Orange. Apple. Whereas Elon Musk, on the other hand, doesn't need any introduction, because he's probably busy creating more than one company right now, so the numbers could be differentiated at the moment. What they're famous for. When the world thinks about Elon Musk, the first thing that comes to mind is making successful electric cars and reusable rockets. Moreover, when the world thinks about Steve Jobs, the first thing that comes to their mind is creating the iPad, iPhones, and iPods. However, I think he's famous for iMac because it helps me play my favorite games. Anyway, moving on to the next comparison, which is childhood. So, Steve Jobs was adopted and grew up in California. Surprisingly, his 4th grade teacher used to bribe him money so he could finish his homework. In contrast, Elon Musk grew up in South Africa and was bullied by his classmates, which also reminds me of my childhood. Maybe I could be the next Elon Musk. But last but not least is house. Well, they both have a mansion. Steve Jobs owns Palo Alto Mansion, whose cost is around $2.6 million. And Mr. Musk is the owner of Bel Air Mansion, costing around a gigantic $17 million. So this was the complete in-depth comparison between Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. After watching all these points, we know you might be arriving at the decision of the most awaited and controversial question of which of these leaders are better than each other. However, if you want to hear our views, we believe both are unique and outstanding personalities that are perfect in their own way. Although at some points Elon Musk is leaving Steve Jobs behind, whereas Steve Jobs is also taking the lead at other points. Nevertheless, what matters the most is that these leaders have always strived towards helping and changing this world for the better. So, no matter which one we choose, they both deserve to be respected for centuries for their extraordinary contribution. So, who do you think is better? Do you think Elon Musk is ahead of Steve Jobs? Let us know your answers in the comment section. Tesla Pi phone is amazing, and iPhone is marvelous. Which one is better? Click this video right here to know the answer. Don't forget to press that like button if you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching.